Hello everyone, this is Introvert Shy Guy and welcome back to Super Mario 64. Okay, so where we left off, we collected some stars, we did the first Bowser battle, we were doing the other level, the underground level or something, but I had to stop because my uncle was coming back, so we're now going to go back to that world and continue getting that one star. Anyway, today is June the 13th, so I guess another thing I'd like to talk about is that I have been applying to some, colleges and stuff, and it's going pretty good so far. I didn't, get any, messages yet. I mean, of course, it's still early in the selection process, but I will get something eventually. But what I'd like to talk about is that, you know how I've been saying how much I want to move out of a different state, like either Massachusetts or Rhode Island? There is, out of these two states, the one state that honestly, after thinking about it, the one state I probably want to move to the most is the state of Rhode Island. So why Rhode Island instead of Massachusetts, basically? Because, Massachusetts is also a really great state, and, it has a, bigger population, and, like I said, it's a very important state, very influential and stuff in the because Rhode Island's a tiny state and stuff. It's also one of the original colonies and stuff of the United States, but compared to Rhode Island, compared to Massachusetts, it's Massachusetts just has a lot going for it compared to Rhode Island, but Rhode Island also is pretty great as well. Anyway, shit. I know I read the sign before, but I want to read it again. Yeah, we're gonna go left, because that's where we need to go. Yeah, so, Rhode Island's also a great state, but so, why Rhode Island? I said, what is, oh, okay. I was gonna say, so why, Rhode Island instead of Massachusetts? Mainly because, I've been thinking about, after looking at both of the states' politics, I feel like Massachusetts, politics is a bit more, establishment compared to, Rhode Island. I feel like Rhode Island, is, and also Massachusetts has a little bit more corruption compared to Rhode Island. I feel like Rhode Island, doesn't have as much corruption compared to Massachusetts, and also I feel like the electorate in Rhode Island is basically more progressive than Massachusetts, especially when you look at both the, if you look at the 2016 and 2020 Democratic primary, where obviously a corporate Democrat won Massachusetts, Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden, and Bernie Sanders, he won Rhode Island back in 2016. Of course, then 2020 happened and Biden won. That one doesn't count because by the time, when Sanders dropped out, it was just a mere formality, so of course that means the rest of the states would vote for Joe Biden, which includes Rhode Island. So, like I said, it doesn't really count, and I'm looking at the 2016 Democratic primary, how they voted for Sanders over Hillary Clinton compared to Rhode Island. It just gave me the impression that maybe Rhode Island's, the electorate in Rhode Island are far more intelligent compared to Massachusetts. Now, Massachusetts is also, really good. Especially, compared to Florida, it's far, far better, compared to Florida. But, like I said, I'm focusing on, elections in general, and, like I said, Rhode Island, I feel has everything, is, a little bit more progressive compared to Massachusetts. I remember I went into this part of the level and I was scared of this thing because I didn't know if it was an enemy monster and stuff, but it turns out it's a nice one. So there we go, and that's basically the star. So there we go, we did this level now.
Here we go!
So yeah, so that's kind of why I feel based on how the states voted in 2016, where Massachusetts for Hillary Clinton and Rhode Island for Bernie Sanders, just gave me the impression that maybe like, you know, Rhode Island is a far more progressive state than Massachusetts. Anyway, so that's so yeah, so that's what's what I'm thinking about, that maybe, like, you know, the state of Rhode Island is just a far better state to live in compared to Massachusetts, you know? So, excuse me. So, there's that, and also another thing is that, and I am also aware that, like, say in 2008, the Democratic primary, Rhode Island voted for Hillary Clinton and stuff. So, like, why do you say that? And I mean, Massachusetts also voted for Hillary Clinton back then as well. The boo's still not here. You know, I'm afraid, like, what if, as I go through the level, as I go through the game, like, the boos would not, like, show up or something. I don't know. I think they will. I mean, like, bear in mind, I gotten far more stars than just 11. Like, I did the first level more than, so, yeah, I guess that's what we're gonna now, so now we did every single of the 1 levels available besides the boo thing, the boo level, so I'm now gonna just go back to, like, say, Bob-omb Fields. Like, maybe I'm gonna just go through that one and, like, you know, maybe 2 stars. When it gets to 13, maybe then the boos will be available. Find the 8 red coins. That one's easy. Alright. Gotta just get some red coins. Anyway, so, yeah, so that's kind of why, and, like, you know, I am aware, or, actually, I was gonna say, like, I'm aware that Rhode Island's, senators are not, like, they're not as progressive, they're very, like, corporate and stuff, compared, I mean, like, if you go compare Massachusetts, like, okay, like, Ed Markey, obviously he is more progressive than the 2 senators, but he still sides with the Democratic establishment just a little bit, maybe not a lot, but he does side with them, like, you know, most of the time, I would say. And Elizabeth Warren, I mean, we all know Elizabeth Warren, just look at the 2020 Democratic primary. So yeah, none of the Massachusetts senators are, like, really, you know, left-wing progressives. I mean, like, obviously the senators of Rhode Island are far more conservative compared to Massachusetts, but like I said, like, you know, they're both bad equally in a way, and, like, you know, so, like, so there's that, and, like, and also Massachusetts, you know, has also conservative Democratic House members. Like, the most notable ones, these, I don't know if it's either Stephen or Stephen Lynch, you know, and also Seth Moulton. Both are, like, notable corporate establishment Democrats and stuff, you know. So I'm just saying, even Massachusetts, despite it being progressive, has, like, some, like, flaws and stuff. So anyway, we got 1 coin. Let's open up the gate. Huh. It's pretty cool, I have to admit. Anyway, so yeah, so like, you know, so there's 2 corporate Democrats, and also if you look at the like I said, Democratic primary, besides 2016-2020, there's this one notable Democratic primary in Massachusetts where it happened in the western part of the state. You know, there's a candidate, Alex Morse. So yeah, so let's go to the island, because I know there's another. Ah, shit. There's another coin over there. So yeah, so Alex Morse, he was challenging this one corporate Democrat. It's the 1st congressional district. It was occupied by Richard Neal. Yeah, okay, it was Richard Neal. So Richard Neal's also a corporate Democrat, and Alex Morse was facing off against Richard Neal, but the thing that happened was they instigated a smear campaign against Alex Morse, and it was also very homophobic and stuff. Despite Massachusetts being a progressive state, they had to resort to these kinds of smear tactics. And of course, like, you know, he lost to Richard Neal and stuff, but, you know, so that's what I'm saying, like, you know, so that when that happened, I'm just wondering. So wait, is there? I'm just wondering, is there a? No. I think. Ah, fuck. I was trying to do a long jump over there. Anyway. So yeah, so that happened, and also Massachusetts, you know, it had Charlie Baker as governor. Now, of course, I'm pretty sure Charlie Baker, like, obviously I'm aware he's a moderate Republican and, like, you know, and everything, but there are some views that he possesses that, like, I heavily disagree with. Like, he was against legalizing marijuana, he's opposed to ranked choice voting. He also endorsed, he also endorsed Liz Cheney and stuff for Wyoming. So even he also is also really bad in Massachusetts. Like, you know, voted for him instead of, like, you know, someone else. And I am aware that, like, you know, the even, like, there is no, like, progressive Democrat. Mario Wings to the Sky. You know what? Instead of doing that, I'm just gonna, like, set the Chain Chomp free, and then we'll do that thing. Because I'm afraid that actually maybe let me try it. Maybe it could be easy. Because it is right there after all. So yeah. So this and also another thing is that, you know, when I was thinking about this, like, even though Massachusetts does not have capital punishment, it still sentenced the Boston bomber to the death penalty. Now, at first, I thought, like, oh, it's not really a big deal because it's, like, obviously it's by, like, the federal government. It's not the state of Massachusetts that's, like, gonna execute him. It's the federal government. But then I thought, like, who are the people that, like, sentence him to death, you know? Like, because it's, like, hang on. Oh, shit. I already gone through the ring, so hang on. Let's try again. I just hope I should have restocked. That's okay. Come on! Ah, damn. Let's go back and get the thing. I mean the cap. Oh, come on. Alright. I mean, we almost got it, we just gotta aim higher. So yeah, so I looked it up. I literally thought that, oh, what if he was, like, sentenced to death by jurors who were not chosen by the state of Massachusetts, you know? But it turns out the jurors who were picked were all residents of Massachusetts, which, I mean, in a way, it kind of makes sense. It's kind of like capital punishments in the States. Like, obviously, when a crime, when this specific crime, like, happens in a county, the people that are chosen for jurors of the death penalty tend to be residents of the county where the crime has taken place. So that's kind of similar to Massachusetts, where even though it's a federal capital punishment, the jurors are chosen where the crime took place, which is in the state of Massachusetts. So what I'm trying to say is that the residents who were chosen in the state of Massachusetts endorse the death penalty. Now, if you guys are wondering, that's not all people in Massachusetts, it's just those that were in between on capital punishment, and then they chose the death penalty when that happened. I just thought to myself, why should I live in a state where I know some of my fellow, like, citizens have chosen this barbaric practice, you know, in the state, you know, who are residents of the state. So it's like, if I go to that state and live there, it's like I'm effectively endorsing the people of the state who've chosen the death penalty to that individual, and I'm opposed to that. So, hence, I figured that maybe I think I should live in Rhode Island because, like, nobody's chosen capital punishment. I mean, of course, there hasn't been a federal crime that happened in that state, like, yet. Hopefully, it doesn't happen, because then, you know, then Rhode Island would join, like, Massachusetts. I mean, like, you know, of killing someone, I would say. So, yeah, that's also another reason. And also, Charlie Baker is also for capital punishment that's happening to the Boston bomber, you know. So, yeah, like I said, you know, Charlie Baker, pro-capital punishment, against legal marijuana, against ranked choice voting, so he's very corrupt in a way, and yet Massachusetts voters still chose him. So because of all this, it just made me be like, that maybe Rhode Island's probably a better state to live in. Now, I'm also, another thing is that, excuse me, if you're talking about corrupt governors, the governor of Rhode Island, the former governor, I don't know if it's pronounced Gina or Gina Raimundo, she's also a corrupt corporate Democrat, who also endorsed Michael Bloomberg in 2020, so, shit. You know, because this ring is so far, you just literally can't see it, because obviously N64 and stuff, so, you know, I just have to, like, guess. Okay, you know, you can't be too high, can't be too low, so let's try again. Come on. Got it! There you go. Apologies that took a lot longer than usual, but... Come on. There we go. Got it.
Here we go!
Anyway, so... Alright, 13. Let's see if the boos are available. So yeah, so... You know, so those are some of the issues with Massachusetts and Rhode Island. Like I said, you know, it also has there we go. There are boos now. It's kind of, you want to know something about the boos laugh in this game? It's basically Bowser's laugh just sped up. So I thought it was pretty interesting and stuff, you know. Anyways, that boo contains that little like world. It's kind of weird how it's this tiny place that's basically, you know, the boo's world, Big Boo's haunt. Go on a ghost hunt.
Go.
Come on in here, hehehe. Oh, by the way, I'm also wearing glasses, so I'm now able to read clearly, and also everything looks more sharp. So now we have to basically find some boos and kill them. Like this one right here. Ghosts! Oh, it's ghosts don't die. Hehehe, can you get out of here alive? When I was little, I literally thought it was saying, ghost, don't die, you know? But no, it's basically just saying, ghosts don't die, yeah, so... Oh, shit. And it just says the same thing. Just collecting, because why not? Oh, shit. Yeah, because I have to be careful, because, like, it leads you down in the carousel area, and I don't want to go there just yet. Okay, so we did this, we did that. Go here. Yeah. Let's kill that eyeball. Alright, so now this area. Oh shit. Wait, that's the piano. Hang on. Just trying to avoid the chairs. Yeah, there's two of them. That's it. Fuck. Come on, come on. Ah, shit. Okay, there we go. So unlike in Luigi's Mansion where Mario was captured by boos, now Mario fights the boos. Boom! Here comes the Master of Mischief. The Tower of Terror, the Big Boo. Ka ha 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 ha. It says Big Boo, not King Boo. It's kind of interesting. So now we get to face this boss. I used to thought it was King Boo, but it's Big Boo, not King Boo. I mean, it kind of makes sense because it's not wearing a crown, so... Ah, fuck. Come on, come on. Jesus. There we go, got it. It was easy. Nice. pretty cool that the stairs just show up. So now I can go to the second floor.
Here we go! Yahoo!
Alright, so we did this one, so now let's go back and do the Bob-omb level.
Yahoo!
So yeah, so Rhode Island also has corrupt senators, and you know, also it had a corrupt governor and everything. I am aware Rhode Island's not perfect, but compared to Massachusetts, I feel like Rhode Island is slightly better from like just everything that's like happened and stuff, you know? Excuse me. Behind Chain Chomp stage.
Go!
I think this one's the last star. So then after I'm done with this, then maybe that's it, the game's finished. And this one also will take quick, so... Oh, can I read the sign? Beware of Chain Chomp. Extreme danger. Get close and press this for a better look. Scary, huh? See the red coin on top of the stake? When you collect eight of them, a power star will appear in the in the meadow. Does it say the meadow? Let me see. In the meadow across the bridge. Oh, there was no flowers in there though. In that area, I mean. Hang on. Ah, shit. Fuck, come on. Ah, damn. Okay, I'm gonna have to go heal up. Alright. Let's try again. Hang on. Fuck. Ah, jeez. Okay, we have to... There we go, did it. Now it's free.
Here we go!
Alright, so yeah, so that's also a thing, and also another reason why I want to move to Rhode Island over Massachusetts. This is kind of personal in a way, and I really don't think it's going to happen. I mean, like, but it is something that I kind of thought about, is that if I feel like I want to run as a politician, mainly like say for governor of a state, I feel like Rhode Island would probably be far easier compared to Massachusetts. Now, because the thing is that obviously also I'm not going to be, if I was ever going to run for governor, I wouldn't run as a Republican or a Democrat. I'd run as a third party, because you all know that I deeply oppose the two parties and stuff, to the top of the fortress. Okay, so because of that, like, you know, I feel as though that getting elected governor in Rhode Island is far better than in Massachusetts, because Massachusetts, I feel like there's so much corruption in that state, and it being like, you know, because like one thing I kind of learned about when I was doing a volunteer for that, the person, if you remember in 2020 where I volunteered to help this candidate for city councilor, this person told me that, like, you know, when I parked my car, you know, in that one parking spot, like, she said that, like, it was owned by, like, this kind of, you know, corporate, like, you know, boss or something, like, you know, that was kind of corrupt and all that, like, you know, who was supporting this other candidate, and, you know, he's kind of like a establishment, like, big boss in a way. So it kind of got me this idea that, like, corruption can run rampant even in the small areas, you know? So that kind of surprised me, and it made me think about, like, what if there's more of these people in the state of Massachusetts compared to Rhode Island, you know? Because, like, Rhode Island has a smaller economy, it's not as big and influential as Massachusetts, so I felt like, what if there's less of these corrupt people, in Rhode Island compared to Massachusetts, and therefore far easier to be elected in a third party compared to, Massachusetts. And also another thing, hang on, let me actually go to this. Yeah. Also, by the way, Bold Bill's fire. So that's pretty interesting, So it's another thing about Rhode Island. So I felt like, what if it's easier, like I said, to be elected, as a governor in Rhode Island compared to Massachusetts, especially considering that there had been a third party candidate that did very successful in the state of Rhode Island, and he didn't win, but he got a huge amount of the votes, and it's Robert J. Healy, who got 21.4% of the vote. He ran in the moderate party, so I was like, it was very successful for him. I mean, he didn't win and stuff, but maybe I kind of felt like if he probably campaigned as hard, as he did in more serious compared to how he did before, because he wasn't even trying back then, and yet he got that huge amount of the votes. So it kind of gave me the impression that, oh, what if Rhode Island, has this anti-establishment, this anti-establishment policy preference, that could be easier for a person like me to get elected to that state, I am aware an independent also ran in Massachusetts in 2010, but that guy was a rich candidate, I would say. Compared to Healy, I mean, all he did, he just spent a few dollars on something like a cell phone insurance and stuff, and also just one obscure ad on a billboard, and yet he got that much amount of the vote. So shoot into the wild blue. That's kind of challenging. You know what? I'm not gonna do this one. I could do it and stuff, but I feel like I want to just try something else. Let's do the winter level. Yeah, let's do that. So yeah, so that's kind of the thing. I feel like and also Massachusetts, Little Penguin lost. They have this thing which is also kind of corrupt, where I mean, not really corrupt, but I'm kind of opposed to this kind of thing in choosing nominees or candidates. For governor, they have to go through a Democratic Party or Republican Party convention and nominate the candidates. Now, of course, the top 2 or 3 would be there or something, and if and they could still do the primary and stuff, but if they don't get a huge amount of support in the primary, I mean, not in the primary, but in the party convention, then they wouldn't be chosen, for to be the nominee of the party, So I figured, so I figured that Massachusetts, it does that, but Rhode Island doesn't really do that. So what if Rhode Island is, like I said, because I want primaries and stuff to be decided by the people, not by the big party bosses, Anyway, hang on. I have to go after him. Ah, shit. Yeah. Snowman. So yeah, so there's that. I just don't approve of how they select candidates. Mario's walking a lot slower than usual. I mean, maybe because you'd have to jump or something. Oh shit, man, that was close. Okay, there we go, we made it. You found my precious, precious baby. Where have you been? How can I ever thank you, Mario? Oh, I do have this star. Here, take it. It was my eternal gratitude. Nice.
Here we go!
Alright, let's see if we can do a level again. Big penguin race. This one's pretty challenging. Let me try just this once, but if I don't do well on it, then I'll just do something else. Now this one I can't cheat. I have to play fair, so I'd have to not do the shortcut. Hey, Mario buddy, how's it going? Step right up. You look like a fast sledding kind of guy. Excuse me. I know speed when I see it. Yes, sirree, I'm the world champion sledder. You know, what do you say? How about a race? Ready? Go. Alright, so we're gonna have to play this serious. And try to be careful. Whoa. Alright. Can't talk here because, like I said, ah, fuck. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna do something else. I hope I can complete this though, because there's another level that's kind of my favorite zone where you build a snowman's body. That was pretty fun. I think it'll happen, just not right now. I'll probably do it when I don't have much to talk about and I just wanna like just do this part, you know? In the meantime, let's just do something else. Can the eel come out to play? Okay, this one I can do. I really love the music in this level, by the way. So yeah, so there's that. Like, you know, if at some point in my life that I feel like I want to run for politics, that maybe Rhode Island is a far better state to win in that state compared to Massachusetts, basically. Like I said, I don't know if it's actually going to happen, but I am up for it. If, say, in my life, maybe I want to do something different, that kind of thing, you know? Oh, look at this. This is pretty creepy. You have to... Oh, shit. I was trying to go next to him, you know? Anyway, so... Now I have to grab that star. Let's go up to the surface. Come on! Oh, jeez, I'm not gonna make it. It's all because I touched that eel. There we go. That was close. Okay. That's what happens when you are not careful. But anyway, so yeah, so now you have to touch the eel's tail in order to get the star. At the very tip. Oh shit, I didn't know he comes back to where he stays in. Man, that's so creepy. Okay. Just wait. Okay. Ah, fuck! This will be harder than I thought. I'm already dead. I mean, actually, then why can't I just grab a coin here? Oh well. Jeez, that's horrifying. The way he dies underwater. That's like the most realistic depiction of drowning in a way. And they actually showed that in a kid's game. You know, so that's far easier. Just do that. Anyway, so yeah, so I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if this politician thing will happen. I could talk more about it in my later gameplay, but so yeah, those are my those are the reasons why I hope I could go live in Rhode Island instead of Massachusetts. Like less corruption. They chose the correct way in 2016 compared to 2020. I am also aware of the shenanigans that happened in Massachusetts, like say Bill Clinton, you know, being in the state and causing long lines and everything. That probably had a huge effect, but like I said, that's no excuse for it to happen, you know, because it's like even in Rhode Island where Gina Raimondo. She cut down the polling places in the state of Rhode Island, but yet Sanders still won the state. Even though like Clinton got 44%, Sanders got over 50%. It would have been definitely higher had none of the polling places been cut, you know? So that's no excuse. So obviously that gave me the impression, Treasure of the Ocean Cave, that gave me the impression that Massachusetts, its electorate, are just, you know, brainwashed or very ignorant, you know? So... And I trust the electorate of Rhode Island far more than I do in Massachusetts. And I'm also aware Rhode Island, they when there was a primary progressive versus Gino Raimundo, they still chose her over that. The lieutenant governor race was a lot closer, but yeah, so, like I said, another reason where I'm also aware Rhode Island's not perfect. But like I said, you know, compared to its flaws, I feel like it's still far better than Massachusetts in a way. So yeah, there you go. That's kind of why I feel like maybe moving to Rhode Island would be a far better preference than Massachusetts. You know, that's what I mean basically. Anyway, hang on. Okay, now it's been 37 minutes. So we said some stuff. I would say. Keep out. That means you. Arr. Anyone entering this cave without permission will meet certain disaster. Oh, it's like a pirate. Watch out for the pillars.